Hi everybody, and welcome back to Nothing Fancy Video Readings. I'm Althea, and today we're going to be doing an Akashic record reading, answering questions from the Akashic records to get their point of view on a few things. There wasn't any questions on the last Akashic record reading, and so if you do have a question, if you are subscribed to this channel, list it in the comments below, and we will ask it in the records on our next reading. I will give you the heads up right now. The next Akashic record reading will be done later on in the day on Wednesday, because I am going to be coming back from meeting my grandbaby, which I'm so excited about. Okay, so I've already opened the records, and I got some questions here that I figured might be kind of interesting to explore a little bit, so I figured we could do it together. So the first question is what does your soul remember that your mind has forgot? So let's go into the Akashic records and let's ask this question. What does your soul remember that your mind has forgotten? Okay. Let me look just a second here. Okay, one of the things that our mind has forgotten, it's interesting because we talk about this a lot in the creation of the world and our experiences here. We come through a veil of forgetfulness, and the reason why we have that forgetfulness is so that we can actually have and form our own opinions about experiences, people, places, and things. If we were to remember all of the knowledge that we had before we got here, we would not. This world would be such a different place, because, quite honestly, without us being able to have the agency to make choices, then it really does limit us in our potential. We have potentials to grow here beyond what we think and what we're experiencing right now. And so what does our soul remember that our mind has forgotten? It has forgotten that we are spiritual, that we have vast amounts of knowledge, that we are creators of things. It's interesting to me because what I'm seeing is we forgot one thing in particular, is how to create things spiritually and then bring them into a physical manifestation. Just like this earth, it was created out of nothing. So it was spiritually created first, and then it was manifested out of physical stuff. And now we are experiencing it. And so that is one of the main things that we forget as humans in our experience right now. Okay. That is very fascinating to me. I kind of am chuckling because some of the information is what would you, if you really did believe that you could manifest spiritually and then bring it into the physical world, what would it be? Because that right there, that initial thought process is one of the reasons that keeps us from doing that, is because a lot of us are oh, well, I would have a love, or I would have money, or I would have a nice house, or, whatever we consider to be extremely important from the earth perspective. Okay. Not the spiritual perspective, the earth perspective. It's interesting to me that we choose to not manifest things physically because of some of the repercussions that would come. Honestly, let's think about it. If you had instantly everything that you ever wanted or could think about or dream about, would you be a different person? Because that's really what it is. People that have a lot of money and everything like that, if they are a horrible person, the money isn't going to change them. They're still going to have those attributes. If you are a very humble person and you have all this money, can you still be a humble person? Yes, because you have the traits that go with those things that would benefit all of humanity. So one of the things, if you want to be able to start learning how to manifest spiritually into the physical, it is about creating spiritually the qualities and traits that you would like to exhibit. Start working on those, and then you can bring them into the physical manifestation as who you are and who you are on the daily. Then you can work on more challenging stuff, because really we're overcoming the human desire, the human lust, the human obsessions with stuff. And so being able to do it like that is something that we can do. Okay. Here is a question, because like there's some people that I talk with that in the past that have experienced or explained or revealed, I guess, for lack of a better phrase, that sometimes they just don't feel like they're from here, right? We've heard those people. So what does the Akashic Records reveal about why certain people feel out of place on the earth? All right, let's take a look. Okay, why do certain people feel? All right. Okay. So one of the things that's happening that causes this is, at least this is what I'm getting out of the records, is that when these people are closer to realizing the spiritual manifestations more than the physical ones. When we are closer to a higher vibration and everything like that, the vibration of creation, that allows us to feel like we're not a part of this world. And honestly, like, we're supposed to be remembering that we are in this world, not of it, if that makes sense to you. And so a lot of people, like, they want to experience all the higher vibration stuff, the love, the compassion, the diligence in seeking pure knowledge. Oh, that's very fascinating to me. How many of us have wanted pure knowledge? Oh my goodness sakes, there's so many of us. That's interesting. Some of these people that don't feel like they're of this earth are on, they naturally know how to raise their vibration, and that allows them to be kind of a higher vibration, of course, than the rest of us. But it also allows them the ability to interpret things, see things, see signs, see information come through and interpret it to help humanity. That's interesting. Some of them don't use it for that, though, because these gifts and talents, like my gifts and talents that I use or that I have, I do my best to use it for the better of humanity. They're saying, it's just interesting, because like what I'm hearing is that you're not feeling like you're from this world because of the plain fact that you're not. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and you just feel like there's more, which honestly there is more. You need to do more learning. You need to do more seeking. You need to do more exploration of your gifts and talents on the spiritual side. One of the things that I'm seeing in here is that when you don't feel like you're a part of this world, it is a call to action that you need to be able to start going through and evaluating your spirituality aspect of self, being able to explore further into it. How are you diving into your relationship with your creator? Because this is a call to action to explore that. That is very fascinating to me. I mean, what are your thoughts and opinions of that? Do you have people... I mean, we've all heard people talk about how they just don't feel like they fit in here, and they honestly believe that they are from someplace else. And it does make sense that that's exactly the truth. There are none of us that just are here without purpose. So it's like the Akashic Records is starting to feel like when we get those feelings, it's time to dive deeper into our spirituality. So there's a call to action for you people that don't feel like you're, on this earth for anything, or feel out of place on this earth. So it is time for you to explore your spirituality. Be open to the information that comes through. They say check the source, then check with source. And that is a crucial step that a lot of people forget. They just think that once they take this information, they're not thoroughly checking it out and getting it confirmed for their own personal knowledge before they then share it. So being able to get the information, check the source, and then check with source on the correctness, or if there is an adjustment that needs to be made. Sometimes the information that comes through there is some adjusting or sifting that needs to be gone through, and it is up to you to learn how to sift through all of that information that comes through. We are able to receive personal revelation, and therefore it allows us to gain insight into our own spirituality selves, to help us grow better, to achieve more things, and to be better for all of humanity. But it is up to all of us. So that's very interesting to me. Okay, so hang on with me while we close the records real quick, because I want to talk about just a couple of things that were said in there. We thank the Akashic record keepers, teachers, instructors for their light and love. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. The records are now closed, amen. Whew, boy, that information kind of started really pouring through at the end there. There is a lot to sift through there, but it is an encouragement to each one of us that we can start increasing our spirituality. And that is a call to action that is being, well, call to action, an invitation, however it best suits you. We're all encouraged to seek outside of ourselves for greater understanding, and then we bring it in, we check our source, and then use it for our benefit and purpose. Most of the information that we get anytime, any place, is usually to not only benefit us, but to benefit others around us. And so sometimes it's learning how to heal just the family relationships. Sometimes it is just learning how to love your parents and forgive them for what they didn't do. Because, as time progresses, there's more information and people are able to do something different. The children that are having children now, they're going to be making mistakes, and their children will be able to forgive them because they're doing the best they can with the information that they have. So as we're all progressing through this world, it's going to be very, very fascinating to me how you use this information. Did you like this little bit of information that came out of the Akashic records? I hope that you did, and I hope that you find it pleasant and useful and fun, and I hope that you enjoy this channel. I hope that you like and subscribe and participate in putting a question in on this chat in particular, and we'll get to it on the next one next week. If you're just joining us, then I hope that you hurry and go to A Cup of Card and a Reading, and list a question on there so that it can be answered and asked and answered in a reading on Friday. I love being able to do this for people. I hope that it helps. I hope it inspires you. Until next time, have a great day, and don't forget to be kind to yourself and others.